What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here to talk about the just fully announced UFC Abu Dhabi Fight Night card. I'm going to try and be as happy as possible because this is a great card, mate. We got bloody Robert Whitaker in there against Rainier Dorita. This is two of my favorite middleweights going at it. The winner of this is going to be the guy to beat Khamzat Chimaev by round 5 TKO to win the belt. We also have Marcus McGee versus Pyon on the card. Nikita Krylov versus Bogdan Guskov. That's a great fight. Shara Bullet versus Marc-Andre Barriault. I think we know how that's going to end. Did I say Bryce Mitchell's on this card? You know, I'm pretty happy with this card. This is better than UFC 317. This is better than 318, better than 319. I'm going to give my early predictions for some of these fights, but the first thing that I need to address, you see it on the screen right here, the co-main event. Movsar, Evloev, and Aaron Pico. Dana White, I'm going to touch you. Hunter Campbell, I'm going to touch you. Okay? The fact that, and let me just tell you about my fucking day. And then I'll try and be happy after I talk about this fight. The fact that I wake up at 6 in the morning for work, I see this on my fucking Instagram. And this, not only does this piss me off because it doesn't make any sense, and Movsar Evloev should be fighting Volk. It should be Movsar getting fed to Volk's legacy. That's number one. Number two, this confirms basically that Yair Rodriguez, this terrorist of the sport, has fluked his way into a title shot. And I cannot put into comprehension enough for you how mad I am, because not only is Yair Rodriguez's bum ass getting a title shot, I woke up with a sore throat this morning, you know what that means. And my Bluetooth wouldn't work in the car, so I had to listen to fucking Doechii and fucking Dua Lipa driving to fucking work, thinking about the fact that Yair Rodriguez beat Pitbull, who's unranked and 40 years old, and is getting a fucking title shot with one win in the past 3 years. And Movsar Evloev has to fight fucking Aaron Pico in a 5-round co-main event. They won't even let this guy main event a fucking fight night, bruh. They hate this guy. Genuinely, what is this WWE now? Because Yair Rodriguez getting a title shot over Evloev doesn't even make sense in WWE, bro. And that shit is fake, dude. This is a real sporting league with rankings, with contenders, with win streaks, meaning you move up the rankings, you get higher number. No. Fuck that, I guess. Should we just get rid of the rankings? Like, are we just gonna base these fights on vibes now? Because why the fuck is Movsar Evloev fighting Aaron Pico? And I shit you not, I genuinely mean this when I say this. Colby Covington deserved the title shot more than Yair Rodriguez does right now. Khalil Roundtree deserved the title shot more than Yair Rodriguez. I bet you never thought I'm about to say this. Cheeto Vera deserved the title shot more than Yair Rodriguez. Stipe Miocic deserved the title shot more than Yair. I can keep going. I can keep fucking going with this shit. It is actually insane what is going on right now in the featherweight division. It's a complete fucking joke. This fight is a interesting matchup, but it means nothing because it shouldn't be happening. And it's a disgrace, dude. And the thing is, I know Movsar Evloev is going to win this fight. I fully trust Movsar Evloev to win this fight. I don't care what people say. Dude, Aaron Pico, man, he's like a nightmare matchup for Evloev. He's from fucking Bellator, okay? I know I'm the Bellator plot armor guy. The only thing more powerful than Bellator plot armor is fucking Russian Dagestani plot armor, bro. Movsar Evloev has the undefeated Russian plot armor. This guy's going to lose the first 2 rounds, probably get dropped at some point, and then I think he's going to lock the fuck in and win 48-47 decision. I do think that he's going to have a hard time taking down Aaron Pico, but I do think he's going to be able to create scrambles even if he fails a takedown, and I think that he's going to be very underrated in the striking. I feel like people act like Movsar Evloev is like Khabib or something, or Bryce Mitchell, like he has no fucking striking whatsoever, but he actually has very solid boxing, very solid defense. I saw him piece up Diego Lopez, rock him. He dropped Arnold Allen with a jab. I think that Aaron Pico, I'm excited to see him in this division, but he should not be fighting Movsar Evloev. The last thing I'll say about this before I move on, because my blood pressure's fucking rising. I've already punched like 3 holes in the drywall. I've already fucking ran over like 3 pedestrians out of pure anger. Aaron Pico jumping straight into a number 1 contendership fight. It's genuinely as if they added like a fucking random NBA team and they put him in the Western Conference Finals against the number 1 seed. Like that's genuinely, and they played no games. That's genuinely what's happening here. So if you're defending this, I don't know what to tell you. You're a fucking bot. Go watch WWE. You'll enjoy that logic a lot more. That'll be a little bit more up your alley. People that actually watch this sport to see like who's the best and, you know, who's the most talented, This, you know, this is a fucking joke. You know, this is just a DEI title shot. It's a complete fucking joke. And I'm sorry to get on here ranting about this because, like I said, this is a great card, bro. This main event fucking rules, dude. And dude, you know me, guys. You know I'm a fucking Aussie casual. You know I want to get him, mate. Robert Whitaker, he's going to be popping the fucking jab, mate. He's going to be fucking whipping up the head kick. I can't flinch in the face of this, bro. I've played these games before, okay? Because not that long ago, there was a goofy Dutch man who got on the press conference. Oh, I'm going to put on the best performance you guys have ever seen, guys. I'm going to fraud check Robert Whitaker, guys. Trust me, I'm going to amaze you. Okay? We all clowned him. We all said this guy's too goofy. He's going to get destroyed by Robert Whitaker. He's going to get pieced up. And he went out there and colded Robert Whitaker with a fucking jab. And right now, I'm looking at DDP 2.0. I'm looking at Rainier Dorita. I can't flinch, bro. And I really want to be biased because the guy from the Robert Whitaker podcast, the MMA Arcade, he DM'd me on Instagram. He's on Twitter, excuse me. He's a lovely guy. I do want to eventually get on Robert Whitaker's podcast and do the Aussie casual voice, but I have to just be me. I have to do my own thing, bro. I just got to say it like it is. Rainier Dorita is DDP 2.0. Okay? The physicality, the grappling, he has weird power on the feet. He did exactly what Movsar did to Kevin Holland, except I would say he kind of did a little bit better. Like, he didn't have any sort of, like, scrambly nonsense losing Kevin Holland. He just took him down and fucking submitted him easily with 0 damage taken. So, I think when you look at what Rainier Dorita has, he has experience going 5 rounds. He doesn't really have the best cardio, but he does, at middleweight, have a huge physicality and size advantage. He seems to be in much better shape fighting so actively at middleweight. And we know that Robert Whitaker's not really going to chin this guy. I think Robert Whitaker will piece him up on the feet. I think he will do well to defend the takedowns. But Rainier Dorita is such a goofball. He doesn't need to get good takedowns. Like, he doesn't need to shoot a double leg out in the open and get a takedown. He can just tie you up in the clinch and force something to happen. And I think that at some point, Rainier Dorita is going to utilize his physicality, utilize his grappling. I don't know if he submits Robert Whitaker, but I do feel like he will finish him. Maybe via, like, strikes, like ground and pound. We did see Dricus du Plessis get a fucking Juliana Pena head and arm takedown, and then he landed some really nasty elbows that cut up Robert Whitaker. And I think that the pace of Rainier Dorita is going to wear on Robert Whitaker as well. I know Robert Whitaker has been in some wars. He can go 5 rounds, but he does slow down a little bit under these crazy high-paced guys. I think back to the Dricus fight, because that's probably the most similar matchup that he's faced, right? That Dricus fight, he looked gassed after like 1 round. And I think that the pace that Rainier Dorita sets, if you rewatch the GM3 masterclass, you rewatch the Bot Nickel masterclass, this guy's going to be on you, ripping to the body, knees to the body, looking for the clinch, looking for takedowns. I hate to do this, but I'm going to pick Rainier Dorita. I will be very happy if Robert Whitaker wins, but I also am looking forward to this Rainier Dorita versus DDP super fight. Like, him versus Movsar or DDP is like a goofball mania, main event. So I'm going to say Rainier Dorita wins this one, but I'm excited for this fight. I do think this is a big step up. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not going to be mad if fucking Bobby Knuckles goes out there, whips up the fucking 1-2 head kick. Popping the bloody jab on him. He against Kazmat, he just got hit with that bloody rugby tackle, mate. He just went to the floor, bro. In this one, he's got to step his game up, all right? We've also got Piotr Yan versus Marcus McGee. Now, I've already talked about this in another video that nobody watched, but I'm not mad at this matchup. If you expected me to get on here and kind of rant about this, I don't see this the same as Aaron Pico versus Movsar Evloev. I feel like when you look at the division, yes, I would rather see Sean O'Malley versus Piotr Yan 5 rounds. I think that would be a way better fight, but Piotr Yan wanted to fight on this card. The rest of the bantamweight division is pretty much booked up. Unless you're talking about this guy fighting fucking, I don't know, man, like Chito Vera, who's injured, I believe. I think this is really the only guy he can fight right now at 135, and it is an interesting matchup. It's a 3-round fight against someone from the same gym as Sean O'Malley. You know what that means. These judges are going to be ready to make this a fucking robbery. They're prepared and ready to hand out a Marcus McGee 29-28 scorecard. I think that Piotr Yan is going to win this fight, though. I definitely think that this is going to be probably a little bit harder than the Figueiredo fight, just based on the physicality of Marcus McGee and the power. I would say he's just a bigger bantamweight. He's very skillful, especially in the boxing. I think that's going to be a little bit tricky for Piotr Yan, but I just trust Yan to mix up his wrestling, to, you know, land cool combinations, do cool shit, you know, use his fucking bag. This guy's kind of like the Kyrie Irving of the fucking bantamweight division. So I just trust that Pyon's going to be in his bag. He's going to win a 29-28 decision. He's going to land some cool fucking takedowns. He's going to do his little whistle when he wins. You know, real ones know the Pyon whistle when bro's happy. And I think that this is going to be an entertaining fight. Like I said, I'm not mad at this one. The only one I'm mad at, I just accidentally opened fucking Microsoft Teams. I should just get in a meeting, just start ranting about Evloev. The Evloev fight is genuinely making me fucking angry, okay? The only other fight I'm going to talk about on this card is this matchup. Now listen up, brother. I'm flying on a plane across the flat earth all the way to Abu Dhabi to get one of these Dagestanis out of there. This is a weird fucking matchup. This is a very, very strange matchup to me because Bryce Mitchell, how the fuck are you supposed to make bantamweight, bruh? Like, Bryce Mitchell's not really this, like, small, little, skinny bantamweight. He's like a 5'10". He's pretty big in the shoulders and the back. I don't think he's super muscular, but he's a thick dude. And I wonder what he's going to look like if he makes this weight. I'm going to say this. My first thought when I saw this was, I wonder who's going to fill in when one of these guys pulls out. Because I don't know. I just feel like both these guys kind of pull out of a lot of fights. So I could definitely see this matchup getting canceled. But if it comes together, I don't know, man. I might pick fucking Bryce Mitchell to win this by decision. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a trap when you think about the fact that Bryce Mitchell lost to Gene Silva via ninja choke. He got submitted, I believe, by Ilia Topuria as well. I believe the guy's name is. Guy's a nobody at featherweight. He's not even ranked. But obviously, you look at Said Nurmagomedov's record. There's a lot of submissions on there. He has the ninja choke against fucking Muin Gafarov. It might be tempting to pick Said Nurmagomedov. He does have a bit of Dagestani plot armor, but I don't know, man. I feel like if Bryce Mitchell makes 135 safely and healthily, he's going to be able to take down Said Nurmagomedov and just blob him. Like, I think he's going to have a huge strength advantage in this matchup and be able to take him down, lay on him, beat him up from the half guard. I could definitely see a Bryce Mitchell decision where he loses the first round. Maybe he gets caught in some sort of submission attempt, gets out. You know, Said Nurmagomedov lands some big shots. Bryce Mitchell's a little bit busted up, a little bit damaged. And then in round 2 and 3, he just takes this guy down, just lays on him, beats him up from the mount, beats him up from the back, goes, pause, holy fuck, pause. But, you know, from half guard, I don't know. I could see this being canceled. I could see Bryce Mitchell missing weight. I could see Said Nurmagomedov pulling out. Maybe Bryce Mitchell doesn't get on the plane. I definitely feel like there's ways that this fight could fall through, but if it happens, I may lean towards Bryce Mitchell by decision. Oh my god, everyone's picking Umar. What's this guy's name? Said Nurmagomedov. But I don't know, man. All in all, like I said, this is a great fight card. This is better than International Fight Week. This is better than fucking Dustin Poirier's Last Dance. This is better than UFC 319 so far. The co-main event is fucking Kaya Sakura versus Tim Elliott, who just moved up the rankings somehow. That's another reason I'm pissed off. I woke up and people just tag me in things they know will make me mad. People are just tagging me, hey bro, Tim Elliott moved up to number 10 with no fights. And Joshua Van's ranked number 15. Charles Johnson's not even ranked, even though they have all these wins in the past 2 years. So I'm having a great fucking day. I'm excited about this card. I'm very much looking forward to this. This main event is super intriguing. I love the fight. I think the Movsar Evloev Aaron Pico fight is going to make me crash the fuck out. Especially when... And the last thing I'll say about this, the narrative of this fight is going to make me mad as well, because Movsar Evloev is going to win by decision. Okay, that's just what he does. Water wet, fire burn, and he's going to win by decision. He's going to win by fucking 48-47 decision. People are going to say, oh my god, bro, it's a robbery, dude. Aaron Pico won that fight based on damage-based scoring, dude. That's number one. Number two, when that settles down and people realize that, no, he didn't win, Aaron Pico is going to be suddenly turning into a fucking random unranked featherweight. Because people do that with these fights. They will just take away the name and the value of whoever it is and be like, oh, this guy beat a fucking featherweight, dude. Islam defended the belt against a featherweight. The greatest featherweight of all time. Who's they talking about? He beat him. He just defended against a fucking featherweight, dude. They'll do the exact same thing to Movsar Evloev. Oh, this guy's getting a title shot off a Bellator guy, dude. Dude, Movsar Evloev barely beat a fucking Bellator unranked guy, dude. You know what I mean? Yair Rodriguez is getting a fucking title shot off Pitbull. And Aaron Pico is going to come in, genuinely a bad matchup for Evloev. I'm not denying that. He has great takedown defense, great grappling, nasty power in the hands. I still don't think that's enough to beat Movsar Evloev. I think you need to be Alexander Volkanovski to beat this guy. I'm just going to be real. Evloev, I only see him losing to Ilya and Volk in this featherweight division. I know he had close fights against Arnold Allen, Aljamain Sterling. I think he'll have a close fight against Aaron Pico. He had a close fight against Diego Lopez. He wins those fights. I think he is that good that the only guy I can see beating this guy is fucking Alexander Volkanovski, the champion, who should be fighting Evloev. I feel like the guy when Luka got traded, he's supposed to have a statue. He's supposed to have a title shot. But instead, we're going to get fucking Yair Rodriguez getting custom shorts, getting a custom fucking belt made in case he flukes a win, which he's not going to. He's going to get mugged again because he fucking sucks. And he has one win in the past 3 years. And it was fucking Patricio Pitbull, who's not even ranked and who's 40 years old. At least Aaron Pico's in his prime. At least we can say, no, dude, Evloev beat prime Aaron Pico, bro. Put some respect on his name. It's a fucking joke, dude. These are my thoughts on the UFC Abu Dhabi card. I'm very excited for the rest of these fights. I'm excited for Robert Whitaker to go out there popping the jab. I'm excited for Krylov versus Guskov. That's an underrated fight. And I'm looking forward to Pyon versus Marcus McGee. Bryce Mitchell versus Said Nurmagomedov getting cancelled will be a little bit sad, but the rest of the card is great. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions. I'm so glad to get that off my chest. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are a fan of Bedtime FC, I will be streaming tomorrow. We've got a badass fight card. We got Ilya versus Arman. We got Charles versus Paddy Pimblett. We got Dominic Reyes versus Adesanya. We got some great fights. That live stream will be happening tomorrow, so come hang out if you want to. But yeah, appreciate you boys. See you in the next video, man. Goodbye.